Got so much work to do. Trying to talk to you. You give me 5 minutes of focus. Give me 5 minutes of focus. 5 minutes of focus. Give me 5 minutes of focus. Welcome to your 5-minute focus. Today's scripture is going to be coming from Matthew 6, and we're going to look at verse 34, which reads, "So don't boast about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough worries of its own. Live your life for today." How many times do we think about the next day? I think about a lot of times we're here and the kids will say,
What are we having for dinner tomorrow?
"Why are you asking about food for tomorrow when you're eating today?" How many times do we do that? Do we ask God, okay, when are you going to do this? And we may not ask it, that direct, but our actions sort of speak to like, God, I'm really thinking about what's next. And the challenge with that is that when we spend so much time thinking about things that are in the future, we lose sight of what God is doing right now. We lose sight of all of the wonderful things that He has for us to enjoy right now. We are accustomed to being past where we are now, but this scripture sort of causes us rather to focus on the things that are happening today. And a lot of times we're worrying about that next day. We're worrying about, that next moment, or, what's going to happen next week, what's going to happen here. And the scripture is telling us, don't be anxious. Don't get yourself all worked up about something that's going to happen tomorrow when today is not even over yet. So the first thing we have to do whenever we find ourselves being extremely anxious about tomorrow is we've got to focus on the gift that we've been given right now. So now we're going into the Christmas season. People typically do a lot of giving, but if somebody says they have a gift for you, you can't do anything with that gift until they give it to you. It's the same thing with tomorrow. There's nothing we can do about tomorrow. There's like, doesn't matter who we are, where we are. There's nothing we can do about tomorrow until we actually get into tomorrow. The second thing is we can't get to where we need to go in God all at one time. Like, take your time. You just got saved today. Like, you're not gonna be a stellar Christian by the end of the day. Like, it's not happening. I would say as long as I've been saved, I still wouldn't say that like I'm a stellar Christian, if that's even a thing. I don't have it all together. Like, it is a daily walk. You can plan for the next day, so you can plan for success, but you cannot live tomorrow today. There's no way. The last thing is, in order to really be successful with not being anxious about tomorrow, is you have to own the day that you're in, and you really have to make sure that your relationship with God is set up on that same schedule. Your success in not being anxious and not rushing your time away, not focusing on things that you have no control over, not worrying about tomorrow when today is still here, is going to be really contingent upon your level of engagement with your relationship with God. And our relationship with God can't be set up on an annual basis like our tax bills. Can't be set up on a quarterly basis like your insurance premiums. Can't be set up on a monthly subscription like your Netflix or your Hulu. It can't even be set up on a weekly schedule like your direct deposits. It is a daily walk. You have to intentionally walk this out daily and make time for God. That when He says that I don't want you to worry about tomorrow because I got you, like, we want to know that we can stand on that because God said it. Your focus scripture is Matthew 6:34. Thank you for tuning in today. This has been your 5-minute focus.